Hello all, Seriously is here, back with some more Aloft. We're going to be doing a final, we're doing a final base tour. I'm still going to be playing this game. I'm still going to be adding to this base and designing more stuff and building more stuff because I really like the building in this game. But here we are at my current, let's say, base, and we'll take you on a quick tour. We're at the back of the island. I have cut down almost the entire tree farm that the island came with. It came with only great chestnut trees, pretty much exclusively great chestnut trees. There were a couple twin acorns, is that what they're called? Twinned oaks on this island. I have planted yellow chestnut seeds, and I'm pretty sure it's growing the twinned oaks. So I'm trying to grow every kind of tree. We've got the red oaks, we've got the I can't remember what they're all called. There we go. Mountain ash trees here. We've got the acacia gum trees. Take some of that. They do get the gum every once in a while. So all of that is going well. I cut down accidentally. That's why I cut down most of my trees. I accidentally cut down my mushroom tree. I have no more natural mushroom growth on the island. And if you, for example, equip some of these mushrooms and plant it on a tree, see how it's growing mushrooms there? And if we wait, these will grow and we can harvest them. But if I exit the game and come back, they won't be there. You have to keep planting them every time if you want it. So, I have lots of mushrooms available, but I don't have them on the island anymore. Accidentally cut that tree down and it won't come back. The farm, I've changed the farm quite a bit. I've raised up the entrance. I've blocked off the side with doors to keep the animals out because they like to wander up into the farm and just get stuck up there and they can't get back to their food over here. And even the bell won't help out, no matter how often you ring it. But yeah, we have lots growing, extra flax because I have discovered that going through the rock wall invariably leads to broken sails. And I want lots of linen to get those. And we have at least one of everything else growing as well. 3 beehives with the ability to make a lot more. In here we have 15 more queen bee larvae, and this is where I'm storing all of the various critters and insects that came out with the more recent update. We are overflowing with stuff. This is storage. This is not display. We have displays for everything except for ground creatures like that. You know what? I'm going to grab one of these because I actually want to go try putting one of those in our displays for lizards and see if they work. So that's it for back here. Up here we have our entrance to the ground floor of the castle. And on this side we have our entrance to the storage. We'll go through the storage side first. Upstairs we have stuff like feathers and bones, flax and leaves, wool, stuff that would be mostly lightweight. You don't want that on the second floor. Giant logs and stones. So those are all on the first floor. Lots of dark wood available. Lots of planks as well. Things are going well on that front. We could be cutting more darkwood planks, but I haven't harvested that much yet. Coming up to the front of the island, we may as well go into camera mode here, now that we're at the front. Someone kindly pointed out that I had missed something when I cured the Leviathan. There are purple flowers growing all over the Leviathan, and if you harvest them, you get a special resource that you can use to build some stuff with. In fact, let's go back in, showcase that stuff. I can't remember what it's called. Something Wisteria. Wisteria, I did get it right. Okay, so I have 18 left. Everything that you can build with it seems to cost 3. If we go into the build menu, let's see. There we are. There's the 3 things, main things here. We've got this one, we've got a slightly less bushy one, and we've got a green one, which is even less bushy. But another really cool thing you can build with 3 of them is this teapot. Very, very cool looking. We've got a couple of those placed down too, and I thought that was enough, and then saving the rest. And we come in at the ground floor that we were looking at from down there before. This is where all our food storage is. We've got seeds and flour and salt and sugar. We've got cooked dishes and overcooked dishes. And we have basic foodstuffs, lots of extra honey in there. In fact, let's drop some stuff off. We've got eggs on us. Coming upstairs, we've got a lounge area with a tiny little workshop here. Flax for decoration at the window. Nice fireplace there. All of the fireplaces will line up on that wall to go up to the top. If we had chimney physics, that would work. Tiny little storage area out here, just because it was cool. No storage in it, but just a place that you could store some stuff. And upstairs is the bedroom, main room of the house. Change our clothes. Got a nice fireplace here, well decorated. We could have some tea. We even have a nightlight here. I've gone around to pretty much every island on the map, and I found a whole bunch of insects that we never found before. Insects and, yeah, I guess they're all insects. Butterflies, insects, and some animals too. We'll go and show those off in a bit. Finally put some glass windows in sparsely, and we have a very nice opal door. Opals are extremely uncommon. I've gone over 2 maps now, and I think I have, if we go into building here, stuff which costs opal is in here. Do an opal beam. I have 8 opals after looting the map twice. I have built 1 frame which costs 7 and 1 door which costs 6, so I've spent 13 opals and I have 8 left over after going through 2 maps of almost every island. We're not moving, are we? Because it's oh no, it's just a storm. It's just a very, very strong storm out there. But the workshop is now well lit. I couldn't even tell. I love the sound design of this game is just phenomenal. It's just amazing. Like, listen to that. And we creaking wood. It's just so good. Definitely sounds like I am on a pirate ship. Unfortunately, it is interrupting our tour, so we might head back downstairs because it's going to be pretty loud out there. We can get a bit wet. It's okay. If you've watched the series, you might have seen the build has changed quite a bit here. I've learned something. Let's go into this mode here. You can see that the sail design is more of a diamond shape now, and the front sails are pretty much just aesthetics. We don't really need them all that much. Wow. Storms are really cool in this game too. If we turn our sails on and go forward, they look very, very nice. If we press the F key while we are flying, we can see how much each of these sails is generating. Teal is your best color. You're getting the maximum from teal. Green is second best. And you can see how wind is blocked by stuff like the fan going past those sails blocks it and prevents some of the wind from hitting it. If we go to the front, even that sail at the very front, totally right up against the building, is getting a lot of thrust, depending on where the wind is blowing from. Something else I thought was really cool, we'll leave this mode on, and we're going to point directly back into the wind. I'm looking up on the top right there, and then we're going to raise our sails. Look at that color. I wish we could color our sails. Please put that in the game. That would be super duper cool. But it's good timing. We're going to lower those sails. I'm going to turn the F key off. going to get out of piloting mode. We're going to take a little bit of a nighttime tour here at the top. Here we have our islands. I have yet to visit this last square, so I visited every island chain along here. All the unvisited ones here are Emerald Isle islands, and I have gotten every recipe and blueprint from every isle. Ooh, I've missed an Emerald Isle section down here too, so I've got 2 more sections to explore for resources. Then we can say for sure how many opals I've missed on 2 maps. Atlases. I have 21 atlas stones, and I can't find any more. They're on a basket right there, if I try to. It's grayed out. We have our imbuing station and some extra fungicide and antidote here for imbuing stuff if we run out. And we have a nice little lounge area here overlooking our garden. And we're going to go down to the garden. It is nighttime, but we're going to get a pretty good view of some of the stuff anyway. We even have a teapot up here in the gazebo. This little hut, I was just experimenting with some stuff, and I'll show you that when we get down to the ground. But it turned out okay, and it's in an almost good location. Cutting into the terrain a bit here. Into the railing, I mean. So yeah, there are some really neat things in the build menu that I did not know existed. And they stack in interesting ways. You make stairs and stuff out of them. You may have noticed I used these inside. We can go take a peek at that real quick. Let's cut through the garden. With our fireplace upstairs. Atop the mantle. To give it an extra tall, extra decorative mantle. So there's always stuff in the build menu to check out for extra decorating. These charms here, that's where I found those things, in that menu there. Let's go to that menu. Let's see if I can find that. No. It was in a really weird spot that I did not expect it to be in. Oh, here we go. It's here. This menu here, in your sales and critical island items. These things are markers that you should be able to see on the map, but they're very well designed, and they've got flags and stuff that billow in the wind. They look really nice, and some of them aren't markers at all. If we go to the build menu and scroll through, we've got just stones, and they stack automatically. In fact, it's hard to not stack them. Decorative stones, stones with flowers, a wooden pillar piece. You can make a wooden pillar. And these things here. Oh, and we can hear the birds chirping. We have a bunch of them right beside us. Rainbow bird, a white bird, blue jay. It's an almost fluorescent blue jay. Look how much that's glowing. We've got a chickadee over here. In this tree we have a red blackbird and a blackbird. And there's a bat hiding up in there as well. You know what? We could probably see that guy if we move a torch. You can sort of make out his wings up there right at the very top of the screen. The bat is very shy, even in daylight. Over on this side we have some frog farms. I really enjoy how they float in the air. And mostly this is a butterfly garden. There are so many different butterflies in this game. None of these are repeated. There are 2 gardens there. There are 3 gardens here and a 4th one here. So yeah, that is quite a lot of butterflies with no repeats. Very cool patterns, displays, names. The one that's glowing here at night, if you're interested in getting those going, along with some fireflies, is not the Luna Blue Moth. It is the Pale Blue Moth. If we take that one out, see, it's gone away. So the Luna Blue Moth is that one right there. And the Pale Blue Moth is the one that glows almost white at night, which is very cool. I don't have any fireflies out here at night anymore, unfortunately. I ran out of space. I collected so many unique butterflies, they had to be moved. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I did also have to move the fans generating power. They can go through anything they want. It does not matter at all, but as you saw earlier, they do block wind, and I don't like them going through too much stuff because it doesn't look very good. So definitely wanted to keep things looking nice. Anyway, that's been the tour of the base, and we'll be back probably for more adventures in Aloft if we get big updates. I'm definitely going to keep playing. I love building in this game. I especially hope we get more building pieces and building updates to how we can build, and stuff like paint or dyes. Like I said, those red sails look phenomenal, and if they could be red or some other color all the time, I would be all over that. Alright, that's it for now. Until next time, everybody, have a good time.